Alright, what's up everybody? My name's Derek.
And I'm Kurt.
And today we're going to go over our Week 2 predictions. This is coming out a little later than usual. We'll probably post this on Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on what comes out during the week.
Probably Wednesdays because there's Thursday night game. But we did talk about the Thursday night game in a previous video.
Yes.
We both took the Panthers, and we were wrong. We were really wrong.
McCaffrey did not do anything. We talked about Cam Newton in the video yesterday.
Yep.
But Kurt's beating me by 1 point. We went over the score and everything.
Yeah. And in the Week 3 predictions, we'll have our total record. Yeah. We'll do that. So let's just get right into it. Arizona Cardinals versus the Baltimore Ravens. Who you taking?
I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah, I am too.
LJ.
The Ravens defense, it's just top tier, man. Just top tier. And they have a good offense. I mean, I'm not really like giving them too much credit. The offense just yet. They might be really good, but they did play the Dolphins, and you know the Dolphins are like the laughing stock of the league. No offense to Dolphins fans, but it is what it is.
They're a high school team. Oh, who said that?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next up, the Chargers versus the Lions. Who you taking?
I'm taking the Chargers.
Yep, I'm taking the Chargers too. I think the Chargers are just that team this year. They're just so good, so good.
They're honestly better than the Chargers.
What?
Or than
the Chiefs?
Yeah.
I want to say like straight up like better than the Chiefs, but I think if they played like.
Do you remember the game last year?
I know. I think the Chargers are right there with the Chiefs, if not better. Like I'm not saying they're worse than the Chiefs. I'm saying they could be better, but they're like on the same level, which are both really good, like Super Bowl contenders. All right. So Chargers. Next up, the Colts versus the Titans. Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Titans.
You're taking the Titans?
Yeah, dude, they just destroyed the Browns last week.
The Browns did not look good.
They're probably gonna keep that momentum into Week 2, and maybe even Week 3. But I don't know. But I'm going with the Titans.
We'll see. It's gonna be an interesting game. But I'm taking the Colts, man. The Colts took it to overtime with the Chargers, and the Colts do have a very good defense and a very good offense. Jacoby Brissett is no joke. He's not like some bad quarterback. He is a good he's not no Andrew Luck, but he is not a bad quarterback. He is a good quarterback. I'm taking the Colts.
He does have a strong arm too.
Yeah, and
so if T.Y. gets loose, he can throw it to him.
Yeah, let's not act like he's got Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle, T.Y. Hilton just there.
Yeah, he has all the threats that Andrew Luck did. He's just
and they got Marlon Mack. But yeah, so Colts, Titans. Next up, 49ers versus the Bengals. Who you taking?
One is a tough one. Knowing what the Bengals did versus the Seahawks last week, like I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be a blowout, but honestly, this is a toss-up.
It really is. It really is. Because it's hard to say if the 49ers are actually that good or the Buccaneers are like kind of bad, you know? I mean, Jameis Winston did throw 3 interceptions, you know? So it's just 1 week, so you can't really judge teams off of 1 week. So
especially the Bengals. Like, I did not expect the Bengals to come out here and almost win that game
without AJ Green.
Yeah.
So and Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon got hurt in the first quarter, right?
Yeah. That hurt me in fantasy. But I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
Okay. You know, I respect that. You know what? Like we said, it's a toss-up. I'm just gonna go with the Bengals. Andy Dalton, you know, he looked good in Week 1, so I'm gonna go with the Bengals just to keep it interesting. So let's just move on to the next game. The Texans versus the Jaguars. Who you taking?
Knowing what the Texans did, like, I mean, the Saints are good. The Saints are good, because they played the Saints last week, but Deshaun Watson with 40 seconds left on the clock. He took it down for that touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins.
Those 2 plays where I was watching it. It was like it was just magical.
It was
magical. That's the word, magical.
And then their defense blew up and just let this.
And
then
honestly,
he made a 60-yard field goal.
I watched Jacksonville versus the Chiefs, and Jacksonville's defense looked terrible, just terrible. They were missing 3 or 4 tackles every single play, and who knows, they might get it together in Week 2, but I'm going with the Texans again.
I'm going.
Hey, but Minshew, man, let me know what you guys think about the backup quarterback for Jacksonville, Minshew.
Oh, yeah.
He came in and he did good. It sucks. Nick Foles was doing amazing, right?
Yeah.
But Minshew did look really good.
But I'm gonna go with the Texans still. I think Deshaun Watson is just gonna keep up with what he did last week and do it again this week.
Yeah.
Also, I have DeAndre Hopkins, but.
All right, so let's just get on the next game. This is a tough one in my opinion.
Yes.
The Green Bay Packers versus the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings. Who you taking? This is tough.
Minnesota did a lot better than what I thought they would last week.
Yeah.
Who'd they play again?
Atlanta. They blew Atlanta out. I mean, I think Atlanta scored like a last-second touchdown, but it made it look like better than what it was. Atlanta was getting blown out.
I honestly feel like the Packers are pretty similar to the Falcons.
Yeah, you know what? And I don't think the Vikings even threw the ball 10 times. If they did, it was 10 times. And all they did was run. They couldn't stop them. Who you taking?
Do you think the Packers can stop Dalvin Cook?
Now, this is interesting, right? The Packers, it looked like they had a really good defense against Chicago. Or was that just Mitchell Trubisky, you know?
Yeah.
But I think... I don't think the Packers have a bad defense.
No.
I do think they have a good defense. And the question is, do they have like just a good defense or a really good defense? Because they looked really good against the Bears. So
yeah, but I mean, Trubisky threw it into the ground at least 10 times.
Yeah.
But I want to go with the Vikings.
You want to go with the Vikings? Is that who you're going with?
Yes.
I like that pick. I like the Vikings too. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it interesting again. I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. You never go wrong going with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, you know?
But, I mean, I just don't think they'll be able to stop Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, true. That's going to be an interesting game. There are some really tough picks this week.
Yeah.
But, all right, so next up, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Redskins, Washington Redskins.
All right, first off, let's just talk about Case Keenum. He did all that versus the Eagles. They still lost.
Yeah.
But he looked good.
Eagles' defense is good.
Yes.
Unless they should be at least. Maybe they're bad this year, but
just shredded that defense.
Yeah.
He threw like a 40-yard touchdown,
like 70%, 330-some yards, and like 2 or 3 touchdowns. No interceptions, no fumbles, I don't think.
He looked good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Dallas...
With no big-name receivers either.
Dallas last week
destroyed the Giants.
Shut up. But Dallas last week, offense looked really good. But that's probably also because the Giants' defense is terrible. It's a bunch of rookies that played their first game ever, and I don't think the Cowboys are as good as they think they are.
Okay, so you taking the Redskins then?
I'm taking the Redskins.
Okay. So I'm taking the Cowboys. I'm believing the hype. The Cowboys are good. They did what they did with the Giants without using Zeke. Imagine if they used Zeke, man. They
did.
Okay.
He scored a touchdown.
No, Zeke did not. Zeke got like half the touches he normally gets. Yeah, Cowboys. You taking Redskins? I take Cowboys. All right, so let's just get into the next game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Seattle Seahawks. This is going to be a good game.
I don't know.
Well, I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm staying right now.
Who
are you taking?
Bro, you took the Steelers last week.
Yeah, I know. Who you taking,
How'd that work out for you?
That was against the GOAT, though. That was against the GOAT.
You don't think Russell Wilson is good?
No, I do think Russell Wilson is good, but you comparing Russell Wilson to Tom Brady?
I mean...
Okay, whatever. Who you taking?
I'm going with Russell Wilson. I don't think... Dude, the Steelers look like trash out there, bro. Like, Tom Brady just dissected them. He was just in a lab, just cutting them.
Okay. Well, that was the GOAT, Tom Brady.
40-year-old Tom Brady versus the Steelers. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
You're saying just because Tom Brady's 40?
No, he's
that's
what
I
old.
Thought.
All right, and he's still dissecting that defense.
Man, okay. All right, so you took Seahawks, I took Steelers. Let's go to the next game. Buffalo Bills versus the New York Giants.
All right, I hate to do this, but I gotta go with the Bills.
Derek was loving the Bills this year. Dude, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen looked so good. Dude, they're gonna go 16-0.
Man, this is another tough game because The Bills, they don't have a bad offense, but they don't have like a good one, you know? It's okay.
Don't talk about Josh Allen
It's
that
okay,
way.
but the Giants have a terrible defense. You know, terrible defense. And I think the Giants have a pretty good good offense, but Sterling Shepard might not play this week.
They still got Saquon.
Yeah, but come on now.
That's all they need.
Come on. And Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram looked good.
Yeah, he did.
You know, I'm going to go the New York Giants. There's a lot of different picks this week. I'm going the Giants. Imagine if the Giants win and you didn't pick your favorite team. All right. But let's just get on the next game. Do
we even have to talk about this one?
Okay.
The Patriots and the Dolphins. Do we have to talk about it? You should already know who we're picking.
Here it is, right? I'm going Patriots. And you know what? I know he's going Patriots. Let's move on.
All right.
I don't need to say nothing about the Dolphins. All right, so next game, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Oakland Raiders. Who you taking?
Without Tyreek Hill, I mean, Sammy Watkins did look good, but the Raiders also looked pretty good. Josh Jacobs. This one actually is tougher than what you guys think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders come out and put up a fight and maybe even win.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm going with the Chiefs. For me to start going with the Raiders against really good teams like this, I'm going to need to see a little bit more from them. And Jonathan Abram, their rookie safety is out, so
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too.
Yeah, I mean, just it's one game. The Raiders did look good, but the Chiefs, we already know, is good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Chiefs. Let's just get on the next game. The Rams versus the Saints. Who you taking?
Let's look at Cooper Kupp. That's who we're taking.
You're taking the Rams?
That's who we're taking.
I'm taking the Saints, man. That no call last year, you know the Saints have got to be thinking about it.
They are looking for some blood.
And the Saints are going to come out gunning, I feel like. So Rams, Saints, let's just get right into the next game. Now, this is a tough one, too, to be honest with you. Yeah. But I think I know who I'm taking.
Oh, actually, I don't know about that.
The Broncos versus the Bears.
Joe Flacco looked terrible.
Joe Flacco didn't look terrible. So let's...
Or the Raiders just looked really good.
Joe Flacco didn't look terrible. I know his receivers just weren't catching for him. There was one play where Joe Flacco should have had a touchdown, but his receiver just dropped it. So, but who you taking?
The Bears. They didn't do it for me last week. And the Broncos didn't do it for me last week. So
I forgot you picked both of them last week.
So I'm going with the Bears.
You're going with the Bears? I'm going with the Bears too. I don't know about the Broncos just yet, man. I think it's just their offensive scheme. I think they have the players to do good, but their offensive scheme is just not that good.
Yeah.
But so we're both taking the Bears. Now another tough one. All right, guys. So next up, the Eagles versus the Falcons. Another tough one. Who you taking?
The Falcons look terrible.
The Falcons did look absolutely terrible.
Dude, they look terrible. And the only reason Matt Ryan got me 60 points was because of garbage time.
Yeah.
But he looked terrible. There was this one play that I saw. He literally
about the interception in the end zone?
He literally just threw it. He didn't care who was there. He didn't care. He just threw it.
Yeah, they can't protect him, man. So who are you taking then? The Eagles?
But I mean, the Eagles also almost lost to the Redskins.
Yeah, but you also got to think about the comeback they made.
Yeah,
it is a tough one. Don't get me wrong, it is a tough one.
But I just don't think the Falcons look that good.
So you taking the Eagles?
If they look about the same this week, the Eagles are gonna demolish them.
Yeah. So you taking the Eagles then?
Yes.
Okay, I'm switching up. I'm taking the Falcons, man. I think Julio and Matt Ryan figured it out this week. They have a good game. I think it's gonna be.
You hope that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. I think Deshaun Jackson might get a long one. Julio might get a long one. Who knows? But so yeah, you're taking Eagles. I'm taking Falcons. Let's get on the next game.
The Monday night game. This is a good Monday night game, in my opinion.
Okay, maybe. Who you like? The Browns? It's between the Browns or the Jets. Who you taking?
The Jets.
You're taking the Jets?
The Browns looked absolutely terrible last week.
So you're locked in, Jets.
Jets.
I'm taking the Browns, man. Sam Darnold's out. You forgot about that.
I did, but you don't think the Jets defense can win them this game?
I think the Jets defense can win them this game, but the Browns have so much talent on offense that they're gonna figure out how to score. And dude, the Browns have a good defense too. Don't act like the Browns don't have a good defense. And the Browns got humiliated last week, absolutely humiliated.
What was it like? Jets backup?
The Trevor Siemian. He came in.
He's gonna look good. He's gonna tear that defense up. He did
look good sometimes with the Broncos when he came in, but I'm just saying, the Browns, man, they got humiliated, absolutely humiliated when they were so hyped up, and Titans. And so they're gonna come out this week really, they're gonna come out hungry. I feel like, but
I mean, your talent can do so much.
Yeah, I know, but that's our picks for week 2. Let us know what picks you agree with or disagree with, and also let us know what you think the biggest surprise or whatever was from week 1 that just kind of made you scratch your head and like, wait a minute, that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah.
But I do gotta say something. Unlike last week, we have a lot of picks that are different this week.
Yes, we only had like 4 picks, and the reason why I went different than Derek on a lot of these picks was because a lot of these matchups are tough, man. Yeah. And they're toss-ups, so I was like, you know what, whatever.
Like let's just keep it interesting. And Bengals, like that.
Yeah, that's tough, because after 1 week, you can't really judge a team off 1 week, Yeah. So, but yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Like I said, let us know if you disagree or agree with our picks. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.